Have you ever felt the need to do 240 push-ups? I usually don't, but I get the urge to do pull-ups all the time, usually in a doorway or wherever I can grab my hands onto. What's up, guys? I'm JockeyNerd, and I didn't randomly feel like doing 240 push-ups. I have to do these. I gave myself a challenge when I did my playthrough of Titan Souls to do a push-up for every death. And that ended up being 240 push-ups. So I saw a streamer stream Titan Souls, and he did his first playthrough and only had 68 deaths, so I thought I was skilled enough to do better than that, so I decided to up the ante. Well, I put too much faith in myself and ended up dying 240 times. If you would like to see that playthrough, I'll post it in the description below. So I had some technical difficulties with OBS, and it didn't record my mic as I was doing these push-ups, which I said some awesome stuff. But, so I decided to do a voiceover while I'm doing the push-ups. The strategy I had for doing 240 push-ups, which I did in under 12 minutes, was to do sets of 30. After a few sets of 30, I realized that wasn't going to work, so I did sets of 20. And that turned out to be perfectly fine. About 160 push-ups in, I was like, oh, this is easy. I could have probably did a lot more push-ups. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about through this, through all these push-ups were my take on supplements. I was in the gym the other day, and us trainers were talking about supplements, and I gave them my view on supplements, and I figured I'd give everybody else my view on supplements. So the supplements I currently take right now are creatine and BCAAs. I haven't had whey protein in a few years just because I feel like it's pointless if you have the time to cook, and if you can get all your protein from food. I think whole food would be much better to a source of protein. But I do creatine because I found that really helps. A lot of people think it's to grow muscle, but it does essentially, because what it does is the first energy group that you use through weightlifting is the AT phosphocreatine system, and what it does is it increases your stores of creatine so that you can pump out a few extra reps in the gym when you're doing your sets. So essentially there's more time under tension, so it does help to build muscle more. But the weight you gain from it is usually water weight, and that is dependent on the person, how sensitive you are to creatine. And the other supplement that I take is BCAAs, and what that helps is it helps with recovery after a workout. It helps protein synthesis, which is the process of making new muscle. So those are the only two supplements I really ever recommend. Pre-workouts, they help. I usually crash halfway through my workout taking them, but they do work, and I just can't justify spending $40 a month on pre-workouts. Of course, it's going to give you an advantage because you're going to have more energy in the beginning of your workout, but I don't think that anything else is really needed besides vitamins or fish oils if you don't eat enough fish. The second thing I wanted to talk to everybody about is my training split. So, because a lot of people on the streets and in the gym ask me what kind of training split I do. So what I do, since gyms are closed on Saturday and I work out basically 7 days a week, I have 2 rest days, but I consider them active rest days where I do cardio and abs, usually 40 minutes of interval training and about 20 minutes of abs. But on the other 5 days, I have 2 strength days where I'll do all my exercises in the strength range. So say on an upper body strength day, I would do 5 to 6 sets of 3 to 5 on bench press, or on my leg day, I would do I actually do clean squats and deadlift on my leg day, but that would be the same thing. And then after an upper body day and then a leg day, I'd have my active rest and then go 3 days of hypertrophy, where I do all my exercises in the hypertrophy range. So that would be, say, the same example of bench press would be 6 sets of 8. And you guys might think that 6 sets is excessive, but I don't do 6 sets of 8. I lied. I do 5 sets of 8. But I've trained my body to be able to handle that kind of volume. I didn't start out doing that. I worked my way up. So if you're a beginner, you don't want to start out with 5 or 6 sets of 8. You want to start out with 3, maybe 4. I also incorporate a lot of drop sets into my workout. Basically every exercise I finish off with a drop set. So what a drop set is when you reach that momentary muscular failure, you throw weights off without any rest, and you lower the weight about 20 to 30 pounds, and then you go to failure again. And I'll do that maybe once or twice with every exercise. And that's all coupled with cardio. On my strength days, of course, I don't usually do 40 minutes of cardio. It'll be anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how intense I want to get with that cardio. And my favorite types of cardio, my favorite type of cardio is interval training, honestly. I don't have super amount of endurance to do long distance endurance training, but my VO2 max is pretty good, so I can do 20 to 25 minutes of interval training. On leg days, of course, I don't do interval training, I do low intensity. So I usually put the treadmill at 3.5 miles an hour and go to a 10% incline, and I'll walk that for about 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, that's my split for the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed these push-ups that I did. If you want to give it a shot, you can post a video in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to watch it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Please subscribe to my stuff, and have a nice day.